Something happened this weekend though.
What's that?
Rachel Ostovich and Paige Van Zant had a fight, and so did Blueface.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
right.
I actually missed the Ostovich Van Zant fight. I did watch some clips of it, and congratulations to Rachel Ostovich, of course. Two beautiful ladies going out there throwing hands with each other and getting lumped up as well. But I definitely saw the Blueface fight.
How'd you watch the Blueface fight and not the Rachel Ostovich fight?
Yeah,
Man?
I was just gonna ask that too.
Like Rachel Ostovich was actually in there doing her thing too. That
Yeah.
overhand right was hitting. That was money for her all
listen,
night.
did you see the overhand right Blueface was hitting?
I
Money.
saw a lot of things
all
in that match. I saw a lot of things in that match, and it was entertaining. That's what I'll say.
I'm gonna say, I'll put it like this. Shouts out. Let's talk about Blueface because I know he's more of the casual topic
Right.
that a lot of people probably tuned into that night to watch. Shouts out to Blueface for being a current generation rapper stepping up to actually compete in a boxing ring. Right. Whether his opponent was a fucking jobber or not, but he is a jobber. The guy was a fucking joke. The whole thing was a sham. You could have seen the shit.
The guy working for that GameStop.
The guy was a jobber.
He was a TikToker, man.
A jobber.
So hold on. Would he be would he be considered a job? Is he only considered a jobber because Blueface beat him, or would he been considered a jobber had Blueface lost to him at the same time? Like
the guy's still a jobber. If Blueface lost, if Blueface lost to him, Blueface lost to a jobber. He didn't. That guy that they brought in for Blueface was a showcase fight for Blueface. Hey, Blueface, we're gonna make you look good. We're gonna bring in this guy, a TikToker guy that nobody's gonna go and check out his TikToks. They bring him in so Blueface can look great and good. And I'm happy that Blueface looked great and good because I think this should encourage more rappers who are on tough time to go in the ring or go in the octagon, which we know they never will do.
Let's be real.
Which they will never will do. But the guy was a jobber. He was brought in to get beat. You saw Blueface spanked him with ease. Then he spanked the fan after that with ease. So I just think that I'm not even mad at Blueface. He got his money. He played the fucking game. So it's not like Blueface was fighting. It's not like Blueface saying, I'm a better boxer than a real boxer. I'm a better boxer than these bare knuckle fighters. I can beat somebody who actually Blueface is like, hey, I want to fight. All right, Blueface, we're gonna get you a jobber. We're gonna, it's scam and sham all in one place. All right, my opinion of the main event was this was a rematch from their UFC fight back in the first ESPN Plus card, where the main event was Henry Cejudo versus TJ Dillashaw. So, Paige Van Zant versus Ostovich, she was winning the ground exchanges, but Paige Van Zant was able to submit her. Well, in the rematch, I think the Paige was the favorite because I think people thought that she just had the better striking. Rachel was just brought in because she is a name, but she isn't looked at as a good fighter. Well, she surprised a lot of people that night. Not only she was the better boxer, like Nigel said, she kept landing her money shot on Paige. And Paige walked off, I should have won that fight. You didn't. And Rachel Ostovich, shouts out to her. I think this is like a big moment for her in her professional fighting career. And I would like to see who she fights next. And shouts out to bare knuckle fighting because I never thought we would ever be talking about bare knuckle fighting. And they're starting to grab attention. So shouts out to that organization. They should be able to put on some more fun fights.
Yeah, I watched those two fights and I thought, the whole Blueface thing, it was hard for me to really take it, super serious because of what it was. I just expected to see an entertaining boxing match, and it was. It lasted all of like 2 or 3 rounds. They played Tatiana in between him punching the other guy in the face. I thought it was pretty interesting to see all that happen. I wasn't really mad about any of it, and, I'm sure that they both made some money. That guy went in there to get punched by Blueface, and then Blueface randomly punched another guy. We all left happy. Rachel Ostovich went in there and did her thing. Shouts out to her. Paige Van Zant, she seemed I'm not mad at her for what she did, but she just got beat by Rachel Ostovich that night. Rachel Ostovich just seemed to know how to get in, land her overhand right, and not get hit too much by Paige. It
She
seemed
wanted
like,
to win.
yeah, I wasn't necessarily mad at it, and I think Rachel Ostovich has more of a future, going forward. Now that doesn't mean that Paige Van Zant does not, but obviously she needs to retool her game and come back against somebody who is more on her level, maybe build herself up a little bit.
Yo, Paige hasn't won a fight since she beat Rachel in 2019.
Hey man, look, retool your game. She says she likes boxing. If she likes it that much, she'll be able to, improve and come back. I'm not going to count her out forever because she lost. It's not like she went in there and got destroyed. Now she didn't win. Like we all know she didn't win. But that being said, I'm not going to count her out forever. She's still young. She has a lot of time ahead of her.
That's when she should fight Clarissa Shields next.
Jesus.
Come on, man.
In a boxing match, you want her to die?
Come on, man. Come on. That's why you're laughing, because you know it's ridiculous. Come on.
Oh man, I mean it would be more entertaining in MMA. That'd be her best spot if they were to ever face off. But yeah, like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch this. I did have a chance to watch just the recap, i.e. the highlights through Instagram, and it did look like Rachel was just sticking her and moving. So I personally, I'll be tuning in to anything that Rachel does next in terms of like her next competition or whatever her next endeavor is, especially within the sport. And yeah, like we already said, I spoke on Blueface already, but I will say this. There's no way anybody thought Blueface would have lost that fight just because, anyway, I mean, the reality is Blueface is an athlete at the end of the day. He's a former like D1 athlete, I believe. So there's only so much. You put a little bit more stake into someone like that. So, but hopefully Blueface continues to lead the pack in that. Hopefully Soulja Boy can. Even though Soulja Boy wasn't the first one to do the celebrity boxing, though he was one of the first to challenge people in the more recent years.
Right. I think Blueface is the first one to actually get in a known organization and get a win.
Yeah, exactly. So I think at this point, I think Soulja Boy has something to fight for. I think they could put the first title up and just fight for the first title, Soulja Boy versus Blueface.
I think Blueface wins.
I don't know, man. That's Big Soulja, man.
Yep. Did you see his training videos for Chris Brown?
Amazing.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, man, listen, man, he got Skinny from the 9 with him, so he's good.
Jesus, he's gonna help him in the fight.
Yeah. Well, actually, you saw where he got hit. Actually, I think he just got beat up. Actually.
Already, damn, nigga just got signed and already. It's just normal, but
Jeez, man.
That's the norm. Yeah, the sun's gonna rise and somebody's gonna try and run up on Skinny from the 9.
I see how you made that rhyme there. You're not slick there. You're not slick there.
The sun's gonna rise tomorrow, right?
Hey, man, that's what Andy says.
Somebody's gonna run up on him tomorrow. It just is what it is. It's just the way of the world. The rivers flow, and Skinny from the 9 just gets beat up. Like it's just crazy. I don't know why it happens so much. I don't know why people don't like the guy. Honestly,
I think they're probably just testing him. That's probably all that shit is. They don't like this guy. They don't think he's a real street guy, and so they're just.
Is that what he portrays himself to be? I don't even know anything about Skinny from the only thing I hear about him is that he's getting jumped like all the time. I don't understand.
I mean, he in the Instagram videos, you see him. He's on Instagram saying he's in the hood. He in the trenches. So like that portrays to that comes off as this guy is either he's a real street guy or he's a guy that wants to be in the streets.
Shouts out to him, man. He needs to stop all that, man.
I'm not shouting him out.
Either way, yeah. Either way, I'll put it this way for the audience. The life you live is based on the decisions you make.
That's true.
So, and I think those are like some good closing words for the audience unless we have something else to say.
I just hope that he he smartens up, and if he really wants to be a rapper, focus on his rapping, so this way he could get himself out of dangerous situations. Because
Right.
being
Or sign a
cool,
Blueface.
being cool does, is leading him getting to shot and beat up. Maybe if he does stop trying to be cool, maybe he could live a longer life and actually focus on what he claims to be a rapper.
Um, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about Skinny from the Nine. You know, shouts out to him. I wish him nothing but the best. It's hard out here apparently.
Nah, hey man, listen, the boy gotta make rent every week, every month. So,
Where can the
listen.
listeners follow us at?
Oh, if they want to follow us,
Well, where can they follow you?
well, I mean, to follow me is not a hard thing. It's not a hard thing at all. If you want to follow me, hop on Instagram and go to St. Kitch, st.kitch. But if you want to see more than just me and more of just, my best friends, my brothers, my co-hosts, you can always go on the Instagram for the podcast, which is the Highly Advised Podcast on Instagram. Or, I mean, if you love our faces, always check us out on YouTube at the Highly Advised Podcast. If you want to know what we're thinking via tweet, check us out on Twitter at Advise Highly.